Now, so far, every time I come in here, he's actually looking at it. So hopefully, putting my vlogs on will help. And then also, this is also something I said I would do for my kids. Like, if I have babies, you know how like your kids wake up and you still want to be in the bed? Like, you know, besides their cartoons, like if they want to be with their mommy, like I want to be able to put this on for them so they can hear their mommy. You know, whether it's good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that they know who their mama is and they know which level their mama's at. So yeah, this is the same thing I would do for my babies. So yeah, baby, motherfucking facts. I am fucking trying, bitch, and y'all just love making life difficult. There we go. I'm trying.
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in. Leg out. Yellow model cheese. Yellow bottle sipping. Yellow Lamborghini. Yellow top missing. Yeah, that look like the toupee. I get what you get in 10 years, in 2 days. Ladies love me, I'm on my 2J. If you get what I get, what would you say? She wax it all off, Mr. Miyagi. And them suicide doors, Ari Kari. Look at me now, look at me now, oh. I'm getting paper, look at me now, oh. Look at me now, yeah. Fresh, bigger than gorilla, cause I'm feeling every nigga that can try to be on my dick. Better cup your chick, if you with it, I can get it, and she accidentally slipping all on my dick. Oops, I said, oh my dick. I ain't really mean to say oh my dick, but since we talking about my dick, all of you here to say hi to it. I'm done.
Hell, Breezy, let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie. Let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. She really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never pop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come in, I gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta flow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing I can think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. Then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about it. Boom, about a thing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clearer to a couple niggas that I always win, and then I gotta get it again and again and again. And I be doing it to death, and now I move a little foul. I think I better call a rap, and everybody know my style. I know that I'm the best when it come to doing this, and I be banging on my chest, and I'm banging in the east, and I'm banging in the west, and I kinda give you more, and I will never give you less. You will hear it in the street, or you can read it in the press. Do you really wanna know what's next? Let's go. See the way we on it, and we all up in the race, and you know we gotta go now, try to keep up with the pace, and we struggling and hustling to set it and to get it, and we always gotta do it, take it to another place, gotta taste it, and I gotta grab it, and I gotta cut all through this traffic just to be at the top of the throne, but I know I gotta have it.
Look at me now, look at me now, oh. I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Yeah. Fresh. Oh. How y'all doing? I'm the Tunche. I'm a nuisance. I go stupid. I go dumb like the Three Stooges. I don't eat sushi. I'm this. No, I'm pollution. No substitution. Got that play their movies in my jacuzzi. Juicy. I never give a fuck about a hater. Got money on my radar. Dressed like a skater. Got a big house. Came with an elevator. You ain't eating. You can tell a waiter. All they say shoot 'em and I say okay. You wanna go?
This the rhyme like this, she been feeling on me when I visualize your body. That's the OEG slide. Damn, we've been broken a minute.
I'm gonna put it in the middle. At this point, you gonna make me use my whole bottle.
Brand new Chris Brown, T-Pain. You heard it here first. Nappy Boy Radio. We love you.
But I most definitely didn't want to say this in the house. But I really think that leaving Snoop Dogg outside really kick something in him. I'm sorry if it triggered him from his last owner, but if that's what I gotta do to get him to understand that you can't act the way you act because you want to go outside when you want to go outside, how long you want to go outside. And the thing about that is he will be dead set tired and then still be acting a fool to stay outside. And it's like, dude, you're tired, you're exhausted. And then when he gets that way, I 100%, I will pick his ass up and we will walk home. And he doesn't like when I can pick him up as well. So, yeah. Yeah, little papa. Ah, sit down. Dude, he's about to get in it too. See, that's what the part of about. Will you calm down? You were so, he antsy. He's so forceful with it. Anyway, so I had to document this for my motherfucking self. Because, number one, my greatest fear is to be riding in my shit and forget to put gas in it. And the fact that I really almost did that shit, I'm proud of myself. It's backwards, it's weird, but that's a part of my growth of just letting go of my OCD. And it's also a part of control, of just perfectionism. Like, most definitely, I'm over. Like, I've been, which that's an accomplishment in itself. I'm over, like, really just keeping up with, you know, how much gas I put in my car. Like, I normally have it set where every week I put in the same amount. And that's it. Like, I really don't have to get a lot of gas. And that's with me actually doing extra shit in my life. Like, I used to not even do much because, like, I had to be mindful. And that's partially because, like, literally growing up, I kept the gas tank full. And every time I had to go somewhere, I always had to put gas in the car. And me, personally, don't let me use the car and then not put a full tank of gas. Then it's World War III. So I dealt with that. So when it came to my own stuff, like, I just really had to be mindful because it's like I'm working hard, and why is it that every time I need to use the car to do anything, I have to fill the tank up? Like, it shouldn't be like that. So that's a growth in itself from just dealing with that. And yeah, I just always been stickler and very, like, not even anal, just I try. Like, if I didn't make it to, calm down, man. Damn. Calm down. Hey, I said calm down. Don't be rude now. I'll put you back in the cage if I gotta calm you down that way. Then calm down. Don't you move my... That was rude. That nigga. Don't act like you was smelling shit. Don't be rude or I will put you back in that cage. You can stay in trouble. That's up to you. Anyway, so I was not a stickler about it. Like, if I went over, I just fucking went over. Like, I don't want to be that person. So the fact that I really almost ran out of gas, and the thing about it is, like, I had the money. It wasn't like I was waiting for anything. It's just, I just kept forgetting to go put my little 20 in. And then randomly, out the blue, I get a $10 tip that I got, I don't even know when. And I was like, well, damn, it's almost Friday. Payday is Friday. I just basically got gas earlier than expected, which now 9 times out of 10, my gas days are going to be Thursdays, Fridays, and that's okay because eventually one day it's going to end up back on Mondays, which is Mondays is what I try to keep it at. Calm down. Nah. What you mad about? Hey, calm it down because I don't even know what it is that you're looking for. And if you're looking for that tree, you ain't been that good. It's only been 2 days. It was a whole week that you was an asshole. It's only been 2 days. You can last a whole week. Because I dealt with that for a whole week. Yeah, it's recording. So what you gonna do? He really mad because I'm sitting on it. But number one, stop acting like that. Stop acting like that. Because you had a whole nother foot right here. And I was actually chilling on this. So he don't like that I was chilling on it. But I brought it. So it's mine until I give it to him. So, yeah. And then number two, I literally, for like maybe the past week, have just felt like a crash was going to happen with the car. Bitch. Every time I had that feeling, I told myself to stop. Just for the sake of, we don't want to manifest that shit. And I'm like, okay. And I remind myself with my car how I always felt like something was wrong. And like this go around, I'm like, no, we're choosing that everything is going to go fucking right type of shit. So that's where I was at. So I'm on my way to work. I'm just really just vibing as always. I'm not really speeding crazy or anything like that, just like vibing and coasting and listen to my music. And literally the fact that I'm so self-aware of my surroundings, meaning I've almost got hit enough to know, like, look both ways before you go type of shit. So I'm at the light, alert turns green, and then always the opposite side, the turning lane. They're always running that light. So I instinctively already know, make sure nobody's coming. So like instinctively, like my natural reflex is whether I can stop a car or not, which I have to remind myself in an accident, if I'm gonna do that shit, I need to hurry up and retract that bitch, because we don't need this broken. You know what I mean? So naturally, I'm just like this. And so it's so weird because it looks like a video card game how like I stopped that car, and I know the way that I stopped that car that it looks like I did some magical shit, because I was like, did I really just magically just stop this accident from happening? So the light turns, and of course there's a car coming, and so me, for my fucking self, I'm like, fucking stop, bitch. So they see I stop, and the truck sees that I stop type of shit. And then the other third car was about to go. And, well, the other third car was going, and this car was taking it, that we were giving them the go to go. And literally, instinctively, I did this again, and that nigga literally hurry up and just, literally, I stopped that accident. And I know it wasn't just me who saw that shit, because the truck beside me who saw me like put my hand out, like literally he saw me put my hand out both times and stop that shit. And it's like I did it with my hand just like as a blocking motion, but like my hands were out, where it's point where it's like it looked like I did some magical shit. So that is what they mean by fucking magic. Like literally, that was a magical moment, and only reason why that magical moment worked is because that person in that fucking car saw me the first time and kept his eye on me that second time enough to be able to see that hand go up for me to block it. That is fucking magic right there. Literally, that is magic, to just have that type of power where that person trusts you enough that you're like, okay, making sure this white car still doesn't go. See the white car put a hand up again. And they see, like, I put my hand up again, and they saw that car, and it's like, wow, God. Like, this was that accident I kept feeling. And it's like, even as I'm telling this story, like, I'm back at the intersection, but this time I stopped something that should have happened to me if I wasn't so fucking intuitive to not even myself, not even protecting my investment, but just knowing instinctively like my environment, how people are, how people been acting, how just everything is. And then that reminds me to the point where I'm at fucking Costco's. And me, same thing, vibing, listen to my music, do my own shit. So I see this girl see me walking, and she purposely like gets in my fucking way type of shit. So I go around, she sees I goes around, and she still proceeds to go after the same thing that I'm going for. And it's like, bitch, and then I took the basket. Like, I took the basket. And she had enough nerves to be like, well, okay. I said nothing. I kept walking. I kept my head held high. Because you saw me coming and you saw me fucking go around you. And even if you didn't see that shit, the point is, I run around you. You need to watch your surroundings. I'm already going around you. The second time around, bitch, you get what the fuck you get type of shit. Like, I don't fucking care because everybody act like they don't fucking see me type of shit. And I literally out there in the real world, when I have to drive, when I have to walk, when I'm in a grocery store, I have to literally protect my fucking self from everybody's fucking energy. And the thing about it is, like, every time I wear my pigtails, that's when everybody in fucking public got a fucking issue. And you know what? I don't care. And you know what? I always keep my fucking head up high. And the thing about it is, it happens so fucking naturally. I'm like, well, damn, bitch, okay. Like, and that is not just me. That is my inner head finally caught up with my conscious mind and my waking life mind. That's both of us being in physical alignment with each other. Because ultimately, that's what it is. It's like you have this, your outer that is doing everything, and then you got this, that bitch up there that's second guessing yourself. No, bitch. You need to get with the program, because how am I going to see when you constantly doubting me? Like, you're not supposed to be doubting yourself. If you know deep down in your gut what you are feeling is something you should be doing. Like, bitch, why would you let not only hear, like, second guess yourself, but why, when you talk to others, you allow their fears to second guess yourself? Because the one thing that people will say where you'll learn, like, where their mind isn't working is when they say stuff like, you can't do that, you're not gonna do that. That right there lets you know, like, you're doing something that people haven't even thought about. So that makes you 1 in a fucking million to this one thing. Like, baby, in your head, when someone says you can't do something, that's when you're supposed to be like, bitch, watch me. Me, I learned real early and real young. Seeing is to believe in. Baby, I'm only going to tell you once. And at the end of the day, my number one thing I say, whether out loud or to you, is I can show you better than I can tell you. That's for sure. And everybody always ends up eating their words. So that's who I've always been. And I chose to be that way as a child. So anybody who tries to break me, like, it's going to be rough to break that shit, because as a child, I saw that I wanted to be better. I didn't want to be the situation that I lived in. I wanted to, like, literally, when I say I chose to live as a child, I chose to live as a child, and I did what the fuck I had to do as a freaking child to teach myself. Like, it started with me literally just teaching myself. My career found me. Literally found me. I remember as a child to this day how I just thought it over and over and over in my head. How do you braid? I taught myself how to braid. And literally in my little child mind, in my head, I was braiding hair. I never even physically watched anybody braid hair. That's how literally it chose me type of thing. like my mom always braided me and my sister's hair, but I was never watching at all. So I taught myself how to braid. And till this day, I still visually see how in my childlike mind, how I literally, as I'm sitting here staring at the ground, I'm visualizing my rectangle. And then this is my child mind. And then I slice those triangles into 2 pieces. And then that's in my child mind where I just try to figure out how to flip it. But I didn't learn or catch on to my technique until I actually had my hands in one of the little girl's hairs that we used to babysit. So literally, that's how I taught myself how to braid. I taught myself how to braid physically, using shapes, and then once I got the confidence to actually give it a try, like as soon as I touched the hair and I created my squares and divided it, it just was natural. Literally, like I was so happy when I was like, oh my God, this is so freaking easy. And I was just whipping and I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw where I needed to perfect it. And that's where, it just grew. So yes. And then when it came to adding hair, literally my mom showed me one time. Literally one time. And the way that she taught me isn't even the way that I do it. So she taught me how they do 2 pieces and then they intertwine them together. I was doing that and I'm just not coordinated that way, where the knot wasn't starting the way the knot should have started. So in my childhood, I was like, okay, let's just put it 2 and 2 together type of thing. And then that's when I figured out I do it differently, and I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, well, this works for me. I'm going to do it this way. There we go. So that's really how I taught myself to braid. And then after that, I never asked my mom how to do anything else until probably like after high school, when I bleached my hair for the first time. And if I was to do it now, no. But if I had the knowledge that I know now, then, bitch, my mama would have been so fucking jealous of me, because like it was an orange. And the thing about it is, like, I was into Yahoo Messenger and the avatars, and like I love those avatars. Like the new shit, I was like, okay, yeah, no. But back then, that shit was the shit. So even to this day, I still have yet to recreate that copper color. But I've been wanting to do my hair copper since fucking high school. So one day we gonna get that copper hairstyle. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get it, but it ain't even on just I haven't been able to do it. It's just like for some reason I'm just scared of it, and I think I'm just like, I know how I was when I was that color type of shit, and I'm just scared of like how grown up Camille gonna look type of shit, because she already know what she gonna look like type of shit. So that's what that is. But I'm not scared. Just I don't know, it's just never been the fucking moment. But she coming, because literally I want to do copper. So I did a copper hairstyle. I have it like it's gonna be as naturally black straight hair as possible. Oh, it's gonna be so fucking pretty. It's so pretty. And it's not even gonna be long. It's gonna be nice, a nice little shoulder length, like up. And this is like literally dream hair. And it probably gonna be a signature look, honestly. So if I knew what I knew then, what I knew back then, like literally, I would have mastered the blonde hair real quick, because I was orange enough where I still could have probably toned it, and I still would have got platinum type of stuff, because it was on the cusp of basically yellow. Like it wasn't that far off of the yellow at all. And even if I would have known anything about purple, No, yeah. If I would have known anything about toning hair, I would have most definitely probably dyed my hair purple or blue and figured out that fast, because I was into colors back then. And the thing about every time I dyed my hair is I dyed my hair that one time, and then I've always just enjoyed letting it grow out and just cutting the color off. Like, that's how I've always done color. So for me, like, I never had any problems. And even back then when I dyed it, like, my mom only told me what to do. And she was like, put it on like you do the perm type of shit. So only thing I did different from what they taught in school was I started at my root. And then I worked my way down, which I really feel like I should start doing. But I don't know. Honestly, I know I'm fast enough where I could probably do some shit like that. But I would probably do that on an actual wig type of shit to see that logic. But see, that's how I literally learn stuff. But yeah, when I put my color on, I put it on like a perm. So I put it on my scalp like I normally did, and then only difference was me emulsifying the rest of the hair, and what she was like, and then at that point, that's when you go back and you section as big as you possibly can, and you apply as much product as possible, you know, comb it all the way through and everything. So yeah, that's how my mama taught me how to do bleached hair. That's why it's actually one of my favorite things to do, because I've been doing it since I was like 19, 18 maybe-ish. So yeah, so that ended up being a bigger chat that I expected, but now hopefully I got enough content to finish this current vlog out. And oh my god, I'm finally signing out on a vlog. So today is January the 26th or the 27th, and I'm signing out. Bye.
I've been thinking about you all day, working up the nerve, I think you deserve